What's good, and welcome back to another video. Let's go.
You have 10 years left to save your bloodline from eternal slavery.
10 years.
And you lack motivation?
Hell no.
You are born to lose, sir. You are a loser. All of your ancestors who fought saber-toothed tigers should have just laid down and died because they fought their best for you to be born so you can jack off to Pornhub during the last few years where you stand a chance to save your last name from eternal serfdom. You are a dickhead and you deserve to be poor. The last thing you should lack in the mess of the world today is motivation, because you are running out of time. And I'm telling you, as a rich man who made it out, I can see the gap is closing. I can see it. So you should certainly see it. I'm above in the clouds, looking down on the hole closing in. You're down below, looking up, watching it close, and you lack motivation to build a ladder. Oh, well, maybe tomorrow. Doom-de-doom. Maybe government will save me. Maybe if I vote for the liberals, they'll give me money. Slave minds, clowns, fools. The last thing you should lack in the world today is motivation, because truly people are running out of time. And I find that extremely interesting, that not only when you go to college do you end up in a bunch of debt, not only do you end up owing a bunch of money, even worse, you waste time. You waste years.
Don't waste years. Don't waste your time.
And the Matrix is very good at this. It dangles a carrot all the time. Get good GCSEs. Get good in college. Get a good degree. Then you'll be rich. Pay off your mortgage, you'll be rich. Just pay off your student loan. Don't worry, just keep working. The carrot's coming. You'll get it one day. When I was 16, when I saw the Ferrari, I knew this was a lie. I was like, there's no way that man. Next time you see a rich guy, go up to him and say, how'd you get rich? I've never heard anyone say university. Ever! I've never heard anyone say it's a lie. It's a scam. When I was 16, I saw the guy in the Ferrari. I was like, I'm going to college and he isn't. And he ain't going to work. He knows something I don't know. I knew at 16 everything they tell me was a lie.
Oh, yeah.
But there's still people who think they have 5 years to waste in college. 5 years. I'm 37. Let's conservatively estimate I make, for myself, $250,000 a year, let's say. 5 years ago, I was probably making 20 grand. That's the difference 5 years can make. 5 years. And they're gonna sit there and do what? Read a book from 22 years ago? Go party.
He sure is right. Why would you read something from the past when the future's changing all the time?
Party. Oh, fraternity. Bro. What's really scary is this. I'm 37. I grew up on a council estate. I was broke for most of my life. I made all my money myself. And even I have disdain for the poor. Because I look at them and go, you didn't try at all. I did it. With all of the pain I went through and all the problems I had, while also fighting and becoming a kickboxing world champion.
Oh, yeah.
I still managed to do it. You started at a higher bracket than me. You started from a middle income home. Your dad was, you had food. I didn't have food and I was a world champion. How did you fail so massively? And I look at them and just think of them as, you're an idiot. And if I feel that, imagine how the elites look at us.
You're an idiot.
Imagine you're born into a lineage, a bloodline that's been in charge of the banks forever. Imagine how you view poor people. You think you give a shit whether they live or die?
Hell no.
I'm talking about someone who's only been rich for 10 years.
Hell no,
when someone
you don't.
comes and complains to me about
no.
being broke, I'm like, oh, you're a dummy. You didn't even try.
No.
So imagine you were
Definitely
born
not.
filthy rich and your family's always been rich. And you're told about how your family's always controlled everything because you're smarter than everybody else. Imagine how much disdain the elites truly have to the common man. And I'm talking as a common man who made a little bit of money.
Mind opening.
Then you start to understand how this
Mind-opening.
world's really working. Because they don't give a shit about the common man. If you say to the elites, if you pour third worlders into this nation, you will make 3% more per year. However, the common man will have to deal with crime, rape, murder, drugs, human trafficking. He'll sit there and go, I don't care about the common man. 3%. Okay. Doesn't care. Why would he care? Then you have a community where the only people who can protect it left are the men. The men who care about their daughters, care about their wives. But those men have to be masculine men, brave men. They're under assault. We discussed that for the last 2 hours. So now they're afraid. All the buildings look the same anyway. Why don't we just move? Let's just move. Let's just scurry away. Then you start to lose the major cities of your nation.
Damn.
Hypothetical nation.
He's right.
The major cities start to fall. Everyone starts saying stupid things like, it's a nice country if you stay away from the cities. You know what's a nice country if you stay away from all the cities? Afghanistan. I can go hide in the forest in Afghanistan with a little tent and just sit there by myself. I'd probably be fine. I probably wouldn't get drone striked. I'm on Kabul. And they don't seem to understand this. And then they hide and they run away, and eventually they're crushed, and it's over. And the whole nation falls. And the great thing about globalists being globalists is that they have the whole globe.
What started that fire inside early on, or did it kind of just develop through time and get hotter and hotter?
Well, I think everybody has a fire inside of them, but it's pacified. It's deliberately extinguished by society because, one, the Matrix wants you docile, which is the first thing. And second thing is people live lives of comfort. A lot of people, I think all men are born.
Stop living comfortable and get out your comfort zone and chase what you want in life. Get the freedom, get what you want.
With a masculine desire to conquer Earth. And I think you're only going to be happy if you're conquering. But if you're living a semi-comfortable life and your mother is nice to you and you're not under any pressure and the Matrix is telling you it's fine to just be average, well, then you're going to be sitting there being average. I was never comforted. I was never given an easy life. I never had anyone in my life who was saying, don't worry, Andrew, it's okay to just be this guy. I was told the opposite all the time. I don't know if the fire inside of me is any bigger than it is inside of every other man. And I think that every man at home watching this, if they don't have the things they want in life, should feel a degree of resentment towards themselves or disappointment, understanding that they have the same desire and drive that I have. They just allowed themselves to be psyoped out of it. They've allowed the Matrix or whoever to convince them it's okay to not be the man they could be. And I never allowed anybody to do that to me. I've had a lot of people try. I've had girlfriends say, Andrew, you're rich enough, and why are you going to jail, and why all this stress? Why can't we just relax, just be quiet, just, you know, and my mom has said it, women usually, because they protect, that's how a woman will protect you, right? A man will die beside you. A woman can only protect you by trying to convince you out of going to war in the first.
A woman is always the one that tries to make you comfortable in ways that you don't understand and you don't want it. You want to provide, you want to not be comfortable, you want to push. Me, that's why I have a woman, because they make you comfortable.
Place.
Yeah.
And I could
They have more nerves.
sit here and listen to them and say I've done enough and I'm rich enough and blah blah blah. But then I wouldn't be me.
Absolutely.
You know, so, and I think that people fall for that trap early on in life. There's many stages of life. You can be 5 years old and your mother doesn't want you to go boxing because you might get hit, and the dad might be like, yeah, I guess. A lot of it is feminine energy. And then another huge part of it is the Matrix-led propaganda, because they don't like masculine imperatives, because it defends the society, which they're trying to destroy. But I lived in a household where my father was in charge and my mother wasn't allowed to baby us, and we were always pushed to be the same way. Men are happy when they feel respected.
Yes.
And you're gonna respect yourself.
Respect yourself
if you look
first.
around and you have things other people don't have. It's very easy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be called arrogant. Wait, sorry. I don't give a shit if I'm called arrogant. Because sure, there's people who say, he thinks he's so great. And I can sit and say, yeah, you're right, I think I'm so great. And I know that angers you. But let's actually measure. And I'll prove to you that I am great. I'm not trying to insult anyone. I'm not trying to be unlikable. I'm saying I am great. Look, get the average man, the average statistics, and put my statistics next to them, put it in ChatGPT and say, which one's greater? What do you want? I enjoy that feeling. Why do I walk into the showroom and buy the 2 available cars that I don't want? Because it's one man's dream and now another man can't buy them. Now they're mine. That's just it. And I think that if every man's honest with himself, that's what every man wants. If you get away with all the Matrix garbage and all the Matrix has told you all this crap, like be humble and all this other garbage, throw it away. Why do you play sports?
To win.
To win. Why do you want to put a ball in a net more times than the other people? To show that you're better than them at putting a ball in a net. How insignificant an action.
Anyone else.
A ball in a net. Who cares? A much more significant action would be making a bunch of money,
You can do
or
it.
being physically stronger, or a better fighter.
No matter what it costs, you can always get out of your situation you're in now and make a better life for you. It just takes time. Don't waste time. Time is the most valuable thing. And value always comes when you least expect it.
Or being smarter, a quicker talker, or being more well-known, more respected, more influential. That's far more important than putting a ball in the net. And you'll spend your time putting a ball in the net to prove you're better than other people. So don't sit and say that I'm a bad person for proving I'm better than everyone else by all the things I'm doing.
He's right.
That's masculine competition. By extension,
Masculine.
the men who do not think like me, the losers, because you lose.
Losers.
If there's a game being played, and some men realize it's a battle, and some men don't realize there's a battle going on, how can they possibly win?
They can't.
So some of you men are waking up every day, not realizing you're in a forever permanent competition with every single man around you. For everything. All of the time. And that doesn't ever cross your mind, and you wonder why you permanently lose. Well, it crosses my mind, and that's why I'm beating you. Women want the men who think this way. Women want the men who understand this.
Yes.
Who win. That's what women want.
Winners.
So, you can call it arrogant, you can call it egotistical. I call it winning. I call it realism. I call it realistic.
Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and I will be back soon. Subscribe, like for more, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.